Meetings. Divine guitars. Pre-intermediate. KP Music Shop is a retailer of musical instruments based in the UK. They are expanding into the European market. They are looking for a new range of guitars to sell in their stores. Sarah and Matthew, Matt, work for KP Music Shop. Divine Guitars is a guitar manufacturer based in New York. Mark and Rosa work for Divine Guitars. Sarah and Matthew are visiting the Divine offices in New York. They are interested in a range of guitars called the Lola range. KP and Divine have exchanged emails and spoken on the phone before the meeting in New York. Divine gave this price list for their Lola range of guitars. Study the information carefully. The meeting is in 5 sections. Read the information.
Hello, please come in. You must be Sarah.
That's right. It's nice to finally meet you in person, Mark.
And you must be Matthew.
Yes, but just Matt is fine. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too. Thanks for coming over to New York. Let me introduce my assistant, Rosa.
Hi, Matt, Sarah. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
You too, Rosa.
How was your flight?
It was fine, and the hotel was very comfortable. Thanks for making the reservation.
Would you like anything to drink? Tea, coffee, mineral water?
Water would be lovely, thanks.
Matt?
A coffee?
Sure, there you go. Help yourself to milk and sugar.
Thanks.
Please, take a seat.
Thank you.
So, tell us a little bit more about your company, KP Music Shop. I've looked at your website. The design is great, very user-friendly. I like that you can hear a sample of each guitar being played.
Thanks. We need a high-quality site because around half of our sales are done online.
We've got a really good digital team. That's important, even for a small retail business like ours.
You're right, of course.
Yeah, about our company. I'll give you a little history. We opened our first shop in London back in the 60s, then we slowly expanded throughout the UK.
And more recently, we've opened stores in 5 major European cities, like Berlin and Amsterdam.
And that's why we're here. We're looking for a range of guitars that will be popular across the whole European market.
It's very important for us to build relationships with a number of guitar manufacturers. We want our customers to get a wider and better choice.
Well, as you know, our new range is called the Lola Guitar Series. The Lola 1 is for beginners, the Lola Gold is for people who have been playing for a few years, and the Lola Pro is for professional guitarists.
Yes, we like the Lola range. We think you have a design style that's a little different from the other brands we sell at the moment.
There is just one thing. We do have a few concerns about the quality of the low-end guitar.
The Lola 1.
Yes, the Lola 1. Is it made in the US or is production outsourced?
It's manufactured in our workshop in Guangdong, in China.
That's right. The electrical components are made here in the US. Then they are shipped to China, where the other parts are produced and the guitar is assembled.
So how do you monitor the quality if you're not making them here in your own workshop?
Good question. In fact, the production process is almost exactly the same in both China and the US. Everything is automated, and every part is built to our exact specifications. The only real human process is final assembly and quality assurance.
All our people in Guangdong have excellent training in QA.
I see. And how long has the Guangdong plant been running?
Almost 10 years.
So what exactly is the difference between US production and China production? Where do you get the cost savings?
Well, obviously there are savings on labor costs. And also we save on the material costs.
What about the materials? Are they low quality in China?
No, that's not what I mean at all. It's just that we use a different type of wood for the body of each model. For the Lola 1, we use a cheaper wood. It's strong, but a little heavy. The strength is important because these guitars are normally used by teenagers who sometimes don't take good care of them.
And for the Golden Pro, we use mahogany. It sounds incredible and looks beautiful.
All right, that sounds good. I think we need to talk about warranties on the Lola 1. That way we are covered if there are any problems. So I'm looking at your price list here. The wholesale prices to us are Lola 1 $100, Lola Gold $250, and Lola Pro $500.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, well, we plan to sell the guitars in our store at around double the price we pay for them. For the Lola 1, this is no problem, but we think the Gold and the Pro are a little too expensive.
Listen, we want to help you here, and Europe is a new market for us. So we can offer you some discount on the Gold and the Pro, but we do have a minimum order which we need you to meet. I think we talked about this in our email exchange.
Yes, I have those numbers written down here. Your minimum order levels are 400 units for the Lola 1, 100 for the Gold, and 100 for the Pro. 600 in total.
We don't think those numbers are a problem, as long as the quality of the Lola 1 is acceptable.
I can assure you the quality is good.
So if we ordered at your minimum levels, what discount could you give us on the Gold and the Pro?
Well, we can't reduce the price of the Lola 1 because it's already rock bottom.
That's okay. We're not looking for a discount on the Lola 1. But what about the other two models?
How about, say, 5% to help you get started?
That's still quite low.
What did you have in mind?
We were thinking around 10%.
The order just isn't big enough for that kind of discount. If you double the order, then perhaps we could go to 10%.
Double. So 800 Lola 1, 200 Gold, and 200 Pro?
Yes.
Could you give us a couple of minutes to discuss this in private?
Of course. Let's take a quick break. You can use the meeting room across the hall. Feel free to get another drink.
Okay, thank you for your patience.
No problem.
Right, we're happy to double our order, but only if we can split the shipping into 2 different deliveries and if you can give us some flexibility.
What do you mean by flexibility?
What we'd like to do is this. Use the first part of the order to test the market to see which of the 2 higher-end models, the Gold and the Pro, is the better seller.
Then the second part of the order will be based on those figures. But the combined order for the Gold and Pro will still be 400.
Okay, but you must make the second part of the order before the end of the year.
That's fine. We'll need the stock for the Christmas period anyway.
So, just to check, you'll order 400 Lola 1, 100 Gold, and 100 Pro right now. Then you'll make another order before the end of the year, but maybe with slightly different numbers for the Gold and the Pro.
Exactly.
Now perhaps we need to look at delivery times.
If we agreed the main outline of a deal today, we could have everything ready to ship within 30 days.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Did you say 30 or 13?
30. 30.
Okay. Does that include the Lola 1 coming from China?
It does. The production times are shorter for the Lola 1, so with shipping, all the guitars take roughly the same time to reach the UK.
Right, I think that all works well for us. Now perhaps we should move on.
Okay, so our standard terms of payment are 40% in advance, which means on signing the contract, then 20% on shipping from the US, and the remaining 40% 60 days after arrival in the destination port. In your case, that would be Southampton in the UK.
Well, we need to discuss this. Our payment terms to our suppliers are different. We're not used to any advance payments. We pay 50% on arrival at a UK port and the balance after 60 days.
We can't agree to that. Our production costs are up front. We would definitely need some kind of advance payment.
That would be a risk for us. If production is delayed, we'd be low on cash flow and stock at the same time.
I can promise you there won't be any delay. We've delivered orders bigger than yours within the same time frame.
But what guarantee do we have?
How about this? If you pay the 40% up front as we wish, we'll give you a 0.5% discount for each week we're late, In other words, we're happy to include a penalty clause on the delivery dates.
Up to a maximum of 3%.
OK, that sounds acceptable. What about the remaining 60%? You want 20% on shipping and 40% 60 days after delivery in the UK, right?
Right.
Maybe you can move a little there. We moved on the upfront payment. Can we pay the whole of the remaining 60% 60 days after arrival in the UK? So a 2-stage payment, not a 3-stage payment.
OK, we can agree to that.
Great. Well, I think that covers everything.
Yes, if there's anything we've forgotten, I'm sure we can sort it out by email. It's been a real pleasure doing business with you.
You too. Thank you, Mark. And you, Rosa.
Yes, thanks very much.
Our pleasure. And thanks again for coming over to New York. I'll get in touch with our legal department. They'll draft a contract based on what we agreed today, and we'll send it to you as soon as possible.
Perfect.
OK, now would you like to join us for dinner later?
That's very kind of you, Mark. We'd love to.
Thanks.
Should we send a car to the hotel to pick you up? Say around 7:30?
Sounds good.
OK, we'll see you later.
Bye.